your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, staying out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members, y'all. All bangers for my members, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's finish the story off, y'all. We are now on chapter 23. Getting crazy in this dorm, man. But at the end of the day, I already know I'm getting ready to leave soon. So I'm just trying to deal with it the best way I can, man. But like, situations keep happening. Situations keep popping up, man. To be honest with y'all, man, that last situation, like, that really wasn't my fault, man. I feel like, bro, that was the casual. He got to take responsibility, man. Accountability, man. Like, you know, you got me to help you, but at the end of the day, it wasn't my fault. I got toe off, bro. So you got to be able to handle your own business, man. Like, you know, I felt like he was pushing that at me and it was the wrong thing, man. But, you know, he got his stuff together, man. And he already knew who the real person was that probably told on him, man. That was true. But at the end of the day, he's out of there. He's out of there, man. So, like, I just continue on doing my bid in that joint, y'all. I knew for, like, any given time, like, my name can be called. Like, the way they call you to get packed up on that joint, they call you at night. That's what it is. It's crazy because you get called at night. I'm not talking about, like, 12 something, 11 something, 12, 1 something. They'll let you know that you getting transferred in the morning. Like, that's how they do it. I don't know why. So, like, every time they would come over the intercom, or I would see a CO come walk through the joint and wake people up, like, I was just praying for he can come get me, because even though I had liked deep metals, it was like I still felt like, man, my bid wasn't started yet. I didn't even know. Like, once people told me I was going to a prison before prison, like I was thinking I was going straight to prison, but like, no, prison before prison is different. Like, receiving, this is my first time locked up, so I ain't really know. So, like, you know, I felt like my time wasn't moving. I felt like I wasn't accomplishing anything. It's a time that wasn't moving at all, man. So, to be honest with y'all, as much as I had liked staying there and I had liked being out the jail and all of that, I was ready to get to my destination, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was ready to get to my destination, man. So I just was waiting, y'all. You know what I mean? It was nothing else for me to do except just kind of like just wait it out. You know, I'm watching people get transferred. I see dudes that I know that only been there 3 weeks, a month. They getting transferred. I knew my time was coming. But everybody that was going, I was getting the word back that they wasn't going to Sussex too. So like I told you, dude told me I was going to Sussex too. So I guess that's what I was waiting for, man. For that situation to get open, then they'll send everybody that they're gonna send to Sussex too. So in the meantime, though, man, I'm just chilling, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of got a little bit discouraged around this time, y'all, and I stopped working out. And I kind of just, you know, just stayed to myself a little bit more, because there've been so many close situations where I felt like I could have crashed out and it would be crazy. Like the old me in the jail, I would have already crashed out. But like, you know, being in prison, I told you I had to change my ways a little bit, man. So I'm basically kind of staying to myself right here, man. And like, I understand, you know what I mean, the assignment. I understand that I have an 18-year bid to do, man. So like, I'm just trying to get it through my young mind that, you know what I mean? Like, bro, get ready, because this is what the situation is about to be, man. So I stopped working out and I kind of just started chilling, just minding my business, man. And, you know, reading more. I started reading more, just different things other than being around a lot of people. Like when I work out and you go outside, you're around so many people. And I was done with that, man, for a while, man. Like, it's just so much stuff happening. So y'all already know how they already bring new people already into the block, man. Like, new people is already brought into the block. But when they bring new people in, like, you can tell kind of they knew off the rip, not because they come in by their bags and how they look or whatever the case. Like, it just be the stuff that they don't have. You know what I mean? Like, when you come to receiving, you're not coming with nothing that you brought from your jail. You can't bring none of that stuff. You got to leave all your commissary, all of that behind when you get transferred from your jail. Back when I was doing time, you know what I mean? So when somebody got up there, like, it was, you know what I mean? You could tell that he was new because he didn't have no commissary yet. But the good thing about deep metals is you're able to go to the commissary in days. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as the money get your books, you can go to the window and get your commissary, man. So I can remember they brought this one dude in the block, man. I'm not gonna say where he from, man, but he was kind of young like me. He was a young dude like me, man. And for real, like, you could tell he was a young dude, brown skinned dude. You know what I mean? Slightly little chubby kind of guy, man. It looked like he liked to eat. You know what I mean? Pause. Like, it looked like he liked to eat. So I can remember when he brought him in. He wasn't my bunkie. I had a bunkie, but he was on the bed beside me on the top rack. So like I told y'all, when you get there, they give you chairs, like, just in case you on the top bunk. You don't always want to sit on your top bunk or lay. You know, you can't lay down anyway in the daytime. So they give you chairs for you to be able to sit up. So I can remember when bro got there, when I seen him, he was sitting in his chair and like he had just looked like super dazed out. We gonna call this dude Sean, man, but like Sean had looked super dazed out, man, like to the point where like his bunkie wasn't paying him no mind. Like it's 80 people in there just moving right past somebody. It just looked like something is really on his mind. And I'm looking at him, and he kind of had the look I had when I first came in. That's what kind of like made me relate slightly, because when I first came in, I was nervous as well, man. Like this is a whole rack of different people from the state. Forget the jail you was in. The jail and state bids is different. You're around different breeds of people, man. Different people from different cities. So like I kind of related to see that bro was looking super sick over that joint. You know what I mean? So I see him, and like the first couple of hours, I ain't say nothing to him. But as I just kept walking, you know, to see a dude sitting in a chair with no book in his hand, not talking to nobody, just staring, looking around, looking like he in space, looking super nervous. Like I kind of felt like, man, you know, on the strength that, you know, he looked like he my age, and I done been through this before, man. Let me go ahead and give him a jewel. And you know, sometimes I would kind of help people like that sometimes, man. So I walked by, I seen bro, I was like, look. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, what's up? I was like, what's your name? He told me his name. I was like, look, man, I'm T White, man. I was like, look, you just got here, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, what jail he was at? He told me what jail he was at. I was like, man, you look crazy in the face, bro. He was like, what you mean? I was like, bro, you look like you nervous. He was like, man, I ain't nervous. It's just, you know, like, you know, I'm hungry though, man. Like, you know, I can't wait to go to concert. I can't wait to I can't wait to y'all go to concert. So I'm like, man, bro, like we go to commissary here. I kind of broke it down. I was like, look, everything's straight. I was like, but just kind of don't be looking like, you know what I mean? Like you, I said, bro, you looking real spooky over there in the face, man. He was like, yeah, I know, man. I'm just trying to get something to eat. I said, so look, you going to the joint the next time? He was like, yeah, I got money. They just told me I got to wait till y'all go. I was like, all right, look. I said, I'm going to give you something to eat, bro. Just throw it back to me and stuff. I said, look, I don't eat nothing but this what I got. So I brought him to my box. He came over there. I was like, I got this. He was like, oh, yeah, bro, let me get some chips. Da, da, da. He got like he was a Sam Lamb at the moment. So he picked out some items. Boom, 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 boom. So he grabbed his food. So he was like, yeah, look, man. He was like, look, so what I got to do? Like, I was like, look, and I got an extra bowl. Just order me a brand new bowl when you go back. He was like, all right. So I threw him a bowl. So he was like, what I got to do, bro? Just go get in the microwave line and just go, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. That's all you got to do. So bro went and made his food. He had a little soup, a little tuna fish. I think he grabbed a couple of items, man, but he went to the microwave and made his food. When he came back to where we was sitting at, man, he destroyed it. Destroying the joint, man. Like, for real, like, I don't know if it was, he was at a jail where they didn't have this type of food on commissary, or maybe he was just that freaking hungry. I don't know what it was, man, but the man destroyed that bowl. He mangled it, man. The man ate his chips like this. He was mangling the stuff, man. So like, I think he was just so happy. Like some people, like me, I ain't even gonna lie, I had to kind of like get myself together, because when I first came in and I saw it was a microwave, like I haven't used a microwave since the street. You know what I mean? So like seeing a microwave after you've been in the jail for numerous, you know what I mean, amount of time, like, you know, you kind of get back to like, yo, I can eat good. And to somebody that like to eat, that could be the case, man. So like, I felt like bro was just happy that he was able to eat some hot food. You know what I mean? Something that you can make and put the numbers on and heat it up and all that. I think that's why he mangled it like that, man. But nevertheless, man, he was happy. Like the look of being in space and looking crazy, that was out of there, man. So I can remember like a few days that go by. So like after like a few days that go by, we go in the commissary. So the room that came out, you know what I mean? I heard dude started talking like, yo, man, like dude, like the little young boy that's moving in, man, dude, nasty, man. He's super nasty. So I'm like, nasty? So I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, yeah, brothers, man, my word. Dude was like, man, this word, you know, I won't watch him. But he was like, man, this was like an older dude too. He was like, I won't watch him. He was like, but I was in the mirror balling my head. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, the bathroom is the bathroom. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no privacy. Like you either at the end taking a shower with the 5-6 nozzles of things you can take a shower with no cover-ups. And then beside that, it's freaking like 4 stalls for you to take a dump. And then beside that, it's like 4 joints for you can pee. You know what I mean? So like, that's how it's lined up. It's the showers, it's the do number 2 joints, and then it's the joints where you want to pee. That's what it ain't right there. Then it's the mirrors and the sinks and all of that, and then it ends, and then it's the door kind of like in the middle you can get out. So like it's no privacy in there, man. There's no privacy in that joint. So the dude was like, yeah, man. He's like, man, I was in that joint balling my head. He said, man, I seen the young boy in that joint, man. He said the young boy straight tore the toilet down. He said, when I say he tore the toilet down, he said, man, I was in that joint shaving, man, the whole time, almost holding my breath. He was like, man, he had that joint lit in that joint, man. He said, man, he had that joint super lit in that joint, man. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, I'm telling you, man. He was like, then the young boy gonna get up, man. He said, I look up. I guess he was done wiping his butt. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? He was looking at, you know what I mean? But he basically explaining this whole thing. So I'm listening to him as he explained the whole thing. And for real, like, I gave him a quick, this was quick scan time around this time. Like, just witnessing something tragic. I'm like, oh, he's good. So he keep talking. He like, yeah. Cause you know, like he get up off of wiping his butt. You know, when Paul's on the video yet, he said he get up from just wiping his butt. He was like, man, he left doodle all over the toilet, man. He said, man, then look, this the icing on the cake right here. I said, what? He said, man, this man left out without washing his hands. I was like, hold on, man, you lying, man. He was like, I am not lying. I am not lying, man. He was like, man, that man ain't wash his hands. That man did not wash his hands. So I'm like, he ain't wash his hands. He was like, man, he did not wash his hands, man. So I'm like, now, you know, you run across all type of dirty dudes all the time in penitentiary. So like, you know, it'd be a different type of dirty that dudes be talking about now. This is new. Like you doing number 2, not washing your hands is asinine. Now I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people in penitentiary that do stuff like that don't wash their hands, but they're not gonna let nobody see them. They're not gonna let nobody know that that's what they don't do is don't wash their freaking hands, man. But this man just said that the young boy did number 2 and didn't wash his hands, y'all. So boom. That was crazy to hear. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, that was crazy to hear, man. But I'm still looking at it like, you know, as people talking about it, they laughing and joking about it. But at the end of the day, like, I was just looking at it like, yeah, he could be a trifling young boy. That's just could be the case. And I was like, he came and borrowed them beans and rice from me and threw all that in his soup and all that, heated it up for the first time. I said, that junk probably gave him the bubble guts game. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass on his business. That's his business, first of all. But the pass is that, you know, I'm not gonna warn him about if you're doing this, because if you can't be in a cell, you know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming, you know, I don't know this yet, but I'm assuming that when you leave this place, because this is not a permanent place, when you leave Deep Metals, you can't go in nobody's cell and do number 2 and don't wash your hands, because you're not going to be able to come in my cell and do number 2 and wash your hands. It's not going to work, my friend. It's not going to work. So, like, I'm holding back on warning this guy slightly, but still, though, I was just like, that was crazy to hear. So, for like a day, he don't, you know, he's still doing him. He had like a couple of chips left and a couple of sweet items that he borrowed from me. So, you know, we about to go to commissary. So we go to commissary. My word, man, bro went there and snap. Man, bro went to the joint and snap, man. Like, I saw that, yeah, he's the dude that like to eat. The stuff he was like, that he was ordering. Man, this man was ordering freaking all type of stuff, man. Stuff that I didn't even know was on the canteen game. They had a joint on that joint that you can order. That joint said pig in a blanket. That man was ordering, that man was ordering all type of stuff, man. That man was ordering the little sausages, man, the little beanie weenies. I'm talking about, man, with stuff up there that I didn't even knew they had on commissary. This man was ordering this stuff, man. But like, he spent like a buck and change, basically. No tobacco, because he didn't do tobacco. All he do is food. That's all he do is food, all grub. Man, this man got all that food. And I seen him at his box just separating it. Then he came and brought me my stuff. He was like, here you go, T. White, man. Appreciate you, man. I was like, yeah, no problem, bro. I was like, no problem, man. He was like, yeah, that junk crazy, man. He was like, I'm about to get ready to make something to eat now. I'm about to get ready to make something to eat now. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. So as he's saying that, you know, it's morning time. I didn't go to commissary because I was already straight. So I'm walking to the bathroom to go wash my face. You know what I mean? So as I'm walking to the bathroom, I look, he's coming behind me. So he come behind me and he like, yeah. So he's still kind of talking to me as I'm going. You know, it's still kind of early. So I'm like, yeah, bro, like, glad you got your commissary. So I'm at the sink. I'm like, yeah. He's like, that junk crazy, man. So he went to the pier, which is not far from me. Pause. He went to the where you can pee at. So he came to the joint. He was like, yeah, that junk crazy, T. White, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait to get my commissary, man. I can eat how I want to eat. You know what I mean? I can do what I want to do, man. You like, you want to, you can get in this meal with me, man. You want to, man. I'm like, man, it depends what you make it, man. You know what I mean? I was like, after I hit my face, I'm like, yeah, I got it right. I'm like, bro, it depends what you making, bro. You know what I mean? As I look, bro was like, yeah, hey, look, just let me know what you want to. Bro disappeared back into the pod, y'all. So boom. I'm looking at him like, bro, you didn't go wash your hands, bro. Like, this is crazy. Bro didn't wash his hands. He didn't wash his hands, man. I promise you, man. So I watch him. After that the whole day. This man at the joint, this man at his box, cutting up pickles, cutting up sausages. He cutting up all of that. He went to the bathroom like 3 times because he started off as soon as he got his commissary drinking all that coffee. That coffee sent you to the pier. That's a lot. That coffee gonna send you to that bathroom. That's a lot. So I watch him go to the bathroom. And then you can see from the silhouette of the bathroom, he go from the pier to the door. He's out of there. He's not going to the sink. So I'm like, this junk crazy, man. So I'm like, man, this junk wild. So like, you know, the old head dude that went and told everybody that he didn't wash his hands like it was crazy. So bro get all his stuff together. Bro go to the microwave and get in the microwave line. So when he go get in the microwave line, he up there waiting for the microwave. And now dudes is looking at him like, you know what I mean? Like, cause the woman that came out. So I guess it was one good Samaritan in the block. Like I was gonna warn him after a while. Like I was gonna warn him, but to be honest with y'all, like I didn't really want to, man. Like to be honest with y'all, man. I'm like, bro, just doing something stupid. This some bonehead stuff. So I guess one of the old head dude told another old head dude. So he's standing in the line for the microwave, just like everybody's getting their stuff ready and prepped and doing all this stuff. So the old head pulled up on him while we was all standing at the front. He was like, hey, look, youngin, hey, look, I don't know nobody told you, man, but after you piss or after you shit, you need to wash your hands. Like, you can't be coming up here touching all this stuff up here and we cooking food and we doing all this shit, man. And you can't be coming. And he was like, he had a face like this. He was listening. He was like, dude was like, you hear me? He was like, so I'm looking at him like, the fuck is this nigga allergic to washing his fucking hands? Like, I don't know what it was about. I was like, this shit is crazy. So so the dude was like, well, go wash your hands then before you get in this microwave then, young. Come on, you can't do this. So he was just looking, he was like, he was still stuck looking stupid, like. So the old head was like, just looking at him, I was like, hey, Sean, hey, look, let's go wash your hands, bro. Like, just wash your hands, bro. I said, bro. So he going to the bathroom, I go in and jump behind him, pause. I was like, hey, look. I said, man, look, just wash your hands, bro. I said, man, look. Because I'm thinking maybe he's too young to even like think that this is something he's at the age, he's in male prison. So he's supposed to know this. You know what I mean? But I'm like, still, I said, yo, bro, look, you got to wash your hands after da-da-da-da. He was like, man, it's my stuff. I ain't got to wash my hand. My stuff clean. My stuff clean. I'm like to hear bro say that. Like, to be honest with y'all, we went in the take back game. I don't even remember when bro took a shower game, y'all. So boom. Talk about this yours, bro. You filthy, bro. Like, what's going on? I said, bro, listen, all right, bro. That's on you. I dipped out. I left him in the bathroom. I don't know if he washed his hand or not. I don't know. He come out the bathroom. He go back by his bed. He sit over there by his bed for a minute. You know what I mean? Somebody say, Sean, it's your turn to the microwave. He walked to the microwave. It was like he took the long walk of shame to the microwave. Y'all hear the stuff. He was like, everybody in the dorm looking at him like this on each side. Like, he get to the microwave. He like, boom. He grabs food, touch the microwave, da-da-da-da. He put his stuff in there, da-da-da-da-da-da. He put his joint in there, put the joint on. He sat back, let the joint cook, the joint cooking. So everybody like, joint crazy. He grabs food out. As soon as he grabs his food out, old head come over that joint with the cleaning bottle and the cleaning rag. He come on that joint, brand new joint. He like, he wiped the joint down. You know what I mean? Sean looked back and grit on him. As he taking his food back there, he get back to his bed. I tell him, I say, yo, bro, look. I see you act like you mad at everybody because you trying to contaminate the microwave. You like, man, go in here too. I say, bro, listen, you can't be doing that, bro, if you gonna mess with the microwave game, man. Like, you can't be, I said, bro, you can't be not washing your hands if you messing with the microwave, bro. I said, come on, bro, I'm new in the system, and I know you can't do that, man. He was like, man, I'm just saying, like, I ain't dirty, though, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a natural dude, though. Like, I said, bro, listen, you can be a natural dude on your own time and not wash your hands. I said, but in here, people was watching for trifling stuff, man. I'm letting you know. He was like, man, I ain't sweating them, man. I'm gonna keep making my food. Like, I ain't. I said, so what you saying? You're not gonna wash your hands? He was like, he gave me that dumb look again. He was like, I ain't saying I'm gonna do that, but I ain't fighting no dudes right now. I was like, all right, man. So next day roll around, which was a Friday, so we got a movie on this night. So everybody be cooking. Even people that wasn't even worried about if he was washing his hands or not be cooking. The microwave is lit from the daytime to the nighttime because people be prepping all through the day because it's a movie night. So like, this is a busy time for people to be worried about the microwave, you know what I mean? So bro up there doing his thing. So the meal he made the night before, I don't know what it was. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The junk smelled dumb good. He made like a goulash type. He made like a swole, like a, you know what I mean? Like a decent swole junk. He was just, he just put it in his taco wrap. You know what I mean? And he was just eating a taco with the chips. You know what I mean? As he was eating that junk, the smell came like this. It was like, I'm on the bed. I'm like, he was like, hey, T-White. Pause. He was eating the wrap. He was like, you want me to make you one? These junks good too, bro. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, bro probably was scratching his ball sack and made that jank, y'all. So boom, I couldn't take the risk game. I couldn't, man. You know what I mean? As bad as I wanted me a taco, I couldn't take the risk, man. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I guess because of that meal that he ate, we had all that BS in there. It would look good and smell good, but like that food, after we eat it, you're gonna have to get it up out of you, man. Y'all know how it go. We eat food out here, and we gotta get it up out of us, man. And there, you gotta get it about you, man. You gotta get it about you. So I guess bro had to do number 2. So he tried to time the jank. He tried to time the jank perfect. I mean, he tried to time the junk perfect. I guess when everybody was going to dinner, but everybody stayed to prep anyway because it's the movie joint. So he in there taking a dump. Now, while he in there taking a dump, it's people that probably already know that this man doesn't wash his hands. It's people that already know that this dude doesn't wash his hands. So I'm assuming that they're watching just to see. Now, this isn't nobody being fruity or nothing like that. This is just people trying to stay, you know what I mean, safe. This is people that gotta use this stuff. Like, you can't have nothing trifling like this going on. So, like, I actually felt where they was coming from at the end of the day, man. But, like, he thought he was getting away with nobody seeing him. But everybody's child watching him that can watch him. You know what I mean? So, he got him off that toilet. I ain't gonna lie. I was doing something. Because you couldn't see him when he sat down. Like, the joint is back there. But it's like the window where the silhouette window was made. Like, it's like... It was supposed to be see-through, but it's like you can see. You know what I mean? It's not like it's one of them type of mirrors. If y'all know what I'm talking about, like not mirrors, but it's like one of them type of glass. Like you can see in the joint, but you don't supposed to. It's not like a straight see-through joint, but you can see colors and shapes and all of that. So bro on the toilet the whole time he's sitting down, you can't see nothing but his orange hat. You know what I mean? So he on the toilet sitting there. I promise you, when he stood up like this off the toilet, everybody was like this, including me. I was like this. I was talking to my bunkie. My bunkie was on his bed. I got my arm on his bed like this at the bottom part, and me and him kicking it. But like the bathroom right there, when I see the silhouette of the his little green jumpsuit sticking up, I was like, and I looked at everybody. Everybody was like, everybody was watching. That man said, That man just walked out the bathroom, y'all. So boom. Come rip the runway. He come walking down the door. Everybody like, man, oh, you his man? You good? He walked down, he get back to his bed. I said, yo, Sean. He said, what's up? I said, bro, why you ain't wash your hands, bro? He was like, man, look, man, I did. I said, no, you didn't, bro. I said, I'm watching you, bro. He said, you were watching. I said, not like that. I said, I saw when you stood up, bro. I said, bro, so wash your hands, bro. I said, you know you about to make something to eat. Look at your food. You got everything. He was like, man, walk back to the bathroom. Everybody watching him again. He take the long walk back to the bathroom. He walked back to the bathroom. He get in the bathroom. He get to the sink. He stood there. About 2 minutes. He turned back around, come back out. When he come back out, everybody looking at his hands. This man's hands dry as the safari desert, y'all. So boom. This man washed the goddamn hands. Man, he come back out. He was like, he grabbed his towel. He was like, I said, yo, hold on, man. This man cannot be allergic to no damn soap on his hands. I don't know what the hell is going on, man, but this is the first time I witnessed some maniac shit like this. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. He come back to his bunk. You know what I mean? He get his stuff together. He go stand up by the microwave. So as he's standing up by the microwave, I see the old head dudes congregating. He like, yo, look, man, fuck that shit. They ain't letting this nigga. They like, yo, fuck that shit, man. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, that nigga ain't using this fucking microwave. And like, I felt them on that. You know what I mean? Because like, you cannot be that trifling, bro. You just finished taking the shit, my nigga. You gotta wipe your butt, my nigga. Pause. You gonna go up that bitch and touch the microwave handle, the buttons, the fucking shit, putting it inside. You gonna do all that shit, man. That's trifling as a motherfucker, man. So I was feeling them on that shit, man. I ain't saying nothing else to that maniac because this nigga's something is wrong with him apparently, man. Like he one of them niggas in the hole that just be in the hole in the jail, and you like, I don't know what's up with this nigga. This nigga's a psycho, man. So I promise you, man, like they're like, yo, this nigga ain't getting into the joint. So goddamn, he was in the line, you know what I mean? So I guess his turn about to come. So he walk up that joint, and he about to get ready to use it. Old heads walk up to him, like, nah, youngin, you ain't using this microwave, man, until you go wash your motherfucking hands, man. I'm gonna watch you wash your motherfucking hands, because you went in there and act like you wash your motherfucking hands. You ain't put no motherfucking water on your hands. Sean was like, wait, man, come on, man, let me eat, man. What the fuck y'all I'm just trying to make my food, man. Fuck wrong with y'all, man. Fuck wrong with y'all worrying about me, man. Get off my dick. He said that, old head was like, get off your what? He was like, y'all niggas on my dick, man. Old head was like, old head walked to his bed. That's word. Old head went to his bed. Goddamn Sean, goddamn grabbed this stuff. He was like, that nigga threw his shit in the microwave. I was like, oh, that nigga threw his shit in the microwave anyway. Threw that bitch up in there. Hit the buttons like that. Stood about like this watching the joint like he ain't just disrespect the nigga. He was like, man, old head walked up. nice and gentle. After coming back, putting his shoes on, putting his shorts on, man, old head walked up nice and calm. That nigga old head was like, he tapped that nigga on his shoulder. That nigga turned around to a punch. Boom! Man, old head stole his little ass, man. This nigga, little short, fat nigga, old head stole. Boom! He hit his ass. Boom! That nigga hit the ground. Boom! Boom! Nigga fell. Boom! Got that old head, went in the microwave. Grabbed that nigga food out the joint. Poured that shit on that nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck dirty ass nigga. Get this shit out the fucking microwave. Unplug the microwave. Word, unplug the microwave. Went to the booth. Goddamn Sean still on the goddamn ground. That nigga went to the booth. That nigga said, we need a new microwave. We need a new microwave. The lady like this on the phone. She saw the whole shit. She calling the people on the police coming to jump. Police coming to jump. What's going on here? What's going on here? The whole fucking dorm came to the front. I promise you, man, the whole dorm came to the front, man. Niggas was like, yo, this dude right here, this nigga be taking shits, man, and don't wash his hands and come use this fucking microwave, man. The lady that's in the little booth shit, she was like, he hit him. He didn't want to hit that young boy. He didn't want to hit him. So they was like, why the fuck you hit him? He was like, man, because that nigga don't wash his fucking hands. He keep using his microwave. He was like, we told him 100 times. The whole dorm was saying that, man. We told him, that dude trifling, man. He come in here being trifling, da-da-da-da, nigga trifling, man, da-da-da-da. So goddamn, the whole time that nigga was goddamn, everybody was up front, man. That shit was crazy. I noticed one dude kind of like by our area. And the reason why I noticed him, like, it was like another old head dude, but I seen him back there by our area, but everybody like, yeah. So everybody taking up for the old head. So they pulled the old head out. You know what I mean? They grabbed Sean's stupid ass. They got a big ass knot on his fucking head. They grabbed him. They took him out. You know what I mean? My word, man. Probably like an hour later, they bring the old head back. I told y'all deep metal was gonna be made for like, you know what I mean? Trying to keep niggas locked in the bean and shit. Then for real, the young nigga disrespected the old head, man. He told nigga get off his dick, man. Like, those are disrespectful words, man. You being nasty and trifling, man. So they got Sean up out of there and they got the old head back into the pod, man. But when we came back to the joint, man, I looked at Sean's box as I was coming back, and his box was open and there was nothing in the box. So not only did they get his ass out the block, man, they robbed this little dumb young ass, man. They stole all his shit, man. But he was trifling though, man. That nigga was trifling his shit, man. Old head took one for the team, but they ended up letting him come back, man. But like, that was my first time witnessing a trifling ass nigga like that, man. Like, after seeing a situation like that happen, man, somebody that nasty and dirty, man, I'm like, this shit crazy. This shit can't be happening when I get to the real spot.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.